So moving on to our next story, I'm actually centered in the camera correctly. Have a new office chair, and I just have the urge to just lay back, but I actually have to get closer to give you some brand new news. Oh, this is not some fun news. I'm sorry to talk. We're starting this off all fun. This next one isn't so fun. So the Zero One and Kiramager movies, the summer movies, are officially postponed. Now, when I say postponed, that's very important to note. Postponed does not seem to mean, oh, they were going to come out in theaters, but sadly they were unable to. Postponed in this case seems to be indefinite delays in production, which again is very interesting. So even though the production, I talked about this last episode, I believe, production has resumed when it comes to Zero One and Kiramager on the shows themselves, and they have some brilliant shots that I've seen online. I'll try to show some pictures if I can on the YouTube channel. Brilliant shots of them looking like they're in the same room, close to each other, but they're actually socially distanced, and it's amazing how they're able to do that. So in this case, though, obviously it's not just about getting people in theaters to try and watch these movies, which you kind of don't want right now. Even though Japan is opening up, that doesn't mean that they're opening up to that extent. But it's also the fact that production when it comes to movies is a lot different when it comes to TV shows. And quite frankly, the fact that movie theaters in Japan aren't open right now, it would make much more sense for their limited staff to actually focus on the television shows to try to get those things done, especially because they're behind in episodes, rather than trying to focus on the films. So that makes obviously a heck of a lot of sense. While we don't know to what extent production was affected, I would imagine it was affected very much so, and that it isn't just the fact that these movies are finished. We'll talk about a movie a little bit later that actually is finished, that sadly is just unable to come out due to being in theaters being closed. But when it comes to these two films, the Zero One summer film and the Kiramager summer film, yes, it does seem like it also is an issue with production as well. The production teams, by the way, on Toei's website apologized for the delay, and of course stating that the delay was about everything going on in the world right now. So I don't think they have to apologize because it's about everything going on in the world right now, but they felt the need to, and good on them for it. So hopefully no one gives them anything for it, any shit for it, because it's like you can't film right now. Just because Japan is fine to open up doesn't mean they're fine to just send everyone to film a new movie. And the movie was supposed to be premiering on July 3rd, 2020. And again, there is no new date announced yet. When it is announced, it will be made through the official websites for the movies and on the official movies' Twitter accounts. So yeah, no premieres. Again, I have a feeling that hopefully, to be fair, hopefully maybe the entire movie's filmed, but it's very hard to get everyone in to do the CG work, the special effects stuff. Maybe that's what it is, but I have a feeling that they will have to film a few little things here and there, maybe some suit shots and whatnot, because I mean, if even though they're summer movies, they don't seem to be huge crossover films. I feel like any Kamen Rider movie over the last not 10 years, but maybe like 5 years, every movie just seems like it's like, just bring like 30 people into a quarry. And again, now's not the time to have 30 people in a quarry, not counting the film crew, the lighting crew, and everyone else involved. So yeah, I want them to have all the time they need. I don't know how this will affect future movies. I don't think it'll, hurt any like hyper battle videos or crossover films or anything like that. I don't think they'll be hurt. I think that, Toei wants to make their money, so anything that was planned on being theatrical, and of course the theaters want to make their money as well, so anything that was planned on being theatrical probably will stay that way. I don't know what the infrastructure is though in Japan, not the infrastructure I should say, the because obviously the infrastructure is there, but I don't know what the prevailing fan attitudes are about watching things from your home. And I say that because of the fact that a lot of US companies right now are actually trying to release their stuff through on demand, and people having to stay home right now and also feeling like they can get a really good experience of watching this movie at home, even if it's $13. You can watch it at home. The Trolls movie actually did quite well using that method, so I do wonder if that'll end up being the case depending on how everything going on in the world right now continues on, and if it goes on into early 2021. Either way, though, tell me what your thoughts about this are down below. Are you, frustrated by this? Do you understand what's going on? Do you think that they're completely, completed, or if maybe there's some little touches that need to be done to the films, and if maybe this will be released on some type of on-demand service. I mean, to be fair, I don't know how many people are subscribed to I believe it's the Tokusatsu fan club, or is it the Toei fan club? It's a service that they have in Japan. It's Toei exclusive. They actually had some Kamen Rider shorts for Geo on there. So, and also I believe there was a Ryuki sequel series that was released there. So they've had some series come out there. I wonder if maybe they want to up subscriptions, if they would end up putting this on their service if it's completed. That would be very interesting to see. But again, maybe they're thinking that that's nice and all, but we get our money from people going to see it in theaters. So I don't know. Tell me what you think down in the comment section down below.